Sanibonani gama lami Thando. Going through the comments of last week's video where I was talking about my fat, I saw a lot of comments even on my DMs, which by the way, like if you watch a video on YouTube and then you go and comment on my Instagram, please don't do that. I need the engagement on here. But anyway, there's a lot of people who commented and shared with me that over and above being fat shamed on a daily basis, there's this enormous anxiety about going home over the holidays because they know they're going to have to deal with the exact same thing. And I was reading these comments going, oh my incredible greatness, I relate so much. So I decided to do a video about it. This video is tackling just that issue of deciding to not go home because of several reasons really. So I'm going to share the reasons why I am not going home over the holidays this year. Reason number one I'm not going home over these holidays is I'm fat now. I know. I'm the one that has to go to the shops and purchase XXL clothing. It would be ideal to just press play on the video that I did last week to everybody who has a comment about my appearance, but that's not feasible. Every single year I've gone home for the past 6 years, I've been bigger than the year before. So trust me, I have absolutely addressed this issue with family members, with close people that I can, but it still keeps happening. So miss me. I shall be drinking alcohol, eating whatever the F I want in my own home peacefully. Thank you very much. In actual fact, I think I've made peace with that. I am going to be seeing my family as a need to show up basis moving forward. A funeral, a cleansing, ngidi, a wedding, the birth of a new family member, a reading of a will, things of that nature. Otherwise, if there's no pressing need for me to be around, I shall be home protecting my own peace. Home being my home. Second reason why I won't be going home over the holidays is that I actually cannot afford it. You saw my car being towed in a video I posted 2 videos back. I had to use my December enjoyment fund to get it fixed while I save up for a new car. Going home as a person who not only works in the city of gold, but also works in TV is a financial minefield. The expectation that you have reserves upon reserves of money is just wild. Over and above the money that you send home every month, in December, it is expected that that amount doubles. And moreover, you also have to be physically at home. If you haven't already secured your flights home by now, if you're going KZN side, you're looking at roughly about 5 grand for flights. I would have to land in King Shaka Airport, so an extra like 1.5 to travel between Durban and Maritzburg. And then roughly just about like 4,000 to 5,000 rand for just being a presence at home. And this one is not even a requirement per se. It's just that you're home and you want to see everybody happy. So you take everybody out on Christmas Day and you have to pay for that bill. Everyone at home has been having a tough year. You don't want them thinking about their next meal or what's running short in the household. You just want them to relax and have fun. Without worrying about finances. So you soak up all the emotional porn and you spend that money willingly on your December salary, which is not a 13th check, because I don't got a 13th check. I don't know about you. And that same salary is supposed to last you until the end of January. So I cannot go home because going home with no money is not an option. And you know what's wilder is that in our culture, being fat is a sign of happiness and wealth. So you get people asking you for money because there's no way you're this fat and you're not chowing like all the money they can think of in Joburg. I once had a cousin ask me for a 10 rand and she proceeded to substantiate that request with, I'm not going. Reason number 3 I'm not going is that home can be triggering. Having grown up in a financially insecure home, even as a child, I wished every single day that I could do something to just help alleviate the stress that not having money caused in the home. I definitely remember thinking about getting a job at like 8. I remember thinking of dying. I didn't even know what that meant. Just so that I could help my mom alleviate her stress and have her not have to like feed me and clothe me and mother me basically, because it just seemed so hard. So I was like, yes. If I was dead, then she wouldn't have to be in so much agony constantly trying to figure out how to take care of us. Now as an adult, when I'm home, I absolutely don't want to witness that kind of suffering ever again. Being home, witnessing the same suffering that I remember as a child is super triggering and overwhelming, particularly because I haven't dealt with any of those issues yet. So it triggers me to either assume a savior complex, where I have to like just save the situation, whatever means necessary. I can't witness this. I can know about it and joke about it, but I don't see it and I'm not part of it. My body remembers it so well. But being home, it's like, oh, we're reliving this again. So I want to save the situation somehow, whatever means necessary, even if I'm not being asked to. Either that, or it triggers me to want to pack a bag and be gone within 3 days of me being home. And after spending so much money to be there, there's no way I'm leaving within 3 days. So I stay and suffer in silence, but being constantly triggered every single day, left, right, and center. This year, I can't handle it. I don't want a piece of that, so I'm not going. Reason number 4 is that I am still unmarried and a homosexual. Now, my family does not have a hand in this. They're the most special and loving about it. So welcoming, so beautiful, and just, it's like it's a nothing. It's a nothing. However, neighbors, childhood friends, and everybody in between also has access to you, well, some level of access to you. And if I have to fan the flames of another, in reference to my homosexuality, singlehood, and childlessness, I promise you, I'm going to rosemary and Hlophe the F out of people. So it's best I just stay away. Now, obviously, as a standalone, this is not grounds enough for me to stay away from home. But coupled with the other reasons, it just adds fuel to the fire and it just packs them up. So, nah, fam. Reason number 5 and the last reason is that my family actually doesn't know me. The expectation that you will always be a child does not seem to go away. And it's not even only from the adults. I myself assume this weird childlike mentality when I'm home, and I almost relinquish all of my authority over myself over to the elders back home. I have to ask and I have to report about my whereabouts all the time, and it's seldom for safety reasons. It's really just about like the parent-child relationship that hasn't grown in my instance. There's still very much a weird, you're a child and I'm the parent, regardless of the fact that you are 32. And at 32, my mom already was married and had 3 kids. So why don't you remember that and treat me the same way that you would have liked to be treated as a person who has their own home, is completely independent. In actual fact, y'all depend on her. You know what I mean? I suddenly don't drink alcohol. If I do, I hide it. I have to drink it in a mug. I have a curfew. Coming back after 10 p.m. is an abomination. And then there's the little smolanyana fights about culture, tradition, language, religion, and just like my views in general as a human being that don't nobody want to hear about at home. It's just like, this is how we do things here. And if I did speak out, I'm pretty sure those would end in fights. And you're home because 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Now you want to be fighting your family members? Nah, fam. So you suck it up. You keep it inside you until you leave and go back to your sanctuary. And at this stage of my life, just like being inauthentic is the most violent thing I can be against myself. I can't do it anymore. I've tried. I'm a people pleaser, so I know the lifestyle of making sure everybody is taken care of but myself. So yeah, this year I figured I'd just be here and be peaceful. I might be jelly when I see everybody with their families on social media, because that always happens. But before, I was okay with it because I could blame the employer, because I used to be working on Christmas Day or something. And so it felt fine. But now, because I am consciously making the decision, it might be tougher, because it's like, yeah, you did this. This is why you should be with your family, having a good time. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm choosing peace and I'm sticking to my guns. That's how it's going to be for this year for me. What about you? Are you looking forward to being with family and loved ones over the holidays? If you are, please tell me what you're looking forward to being home over the holidays. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I flipped the script on you, didn't I? Bye.